So this is a piece given to me by Damien from Little Warrior Shields, and it has 13 pieces of glued skateboard with Tight Bond 3, and the timber is maple. I didn't know that skateboards were made out of maple, but I can understand it needed to be something quite substantial to do all your tricks and flips and ollies. Not much of a skater boy myself, but we all went there as a kid, and I think it was a kick flip or an ollie or something, you know, where that's as far as I got. But anyway, so I'm going to use traditional tools in turning this because I can already see that it's going to be really hard to turn, but I'm really excited about doing it. And Little Warrior Shields is a non-for-profit that Damien runs, and he creates swords and wands and battle shields for kids that are in hospital going through a bit of a hard trot. So thank you, Damien, for all that you do, and thank you for giving me this piece. So let's get it on the wood screw and get stuck into it. When he gave it to me last week, I drilled it straight away because I was really excited about turning it, but I thought I should share this with you guys, and hopefully I've got a good feeling that it's going to take the edge off. That Tight Bond 3 glue is going to take the edge off those tools so quick. So we're going to probably do a few trips to the sharpening station. For those out there that want to know the dimensions of this piece, it's 130 mil across, 45 mil thick. I'm going to start with the 19 mil, my trusty 19 mil. 50 degree bevel on that there. That's a hand grind, so I don't use a jig. And we're going to get stuck straight into it. I'm going to rip that back off and see how we go. Let's see how hard this stuff is. Oh, I can feel that already. You need a lot of speed for this. And they would have taken that edge off. Oh no, we're right, the old wood cut. And now I'm just going to work that corner off there. All right, let's see how we're looking. I can feel that is really tough. Oh, look at the colour in that. I am pretty excited. Thanks, Damo. I'm pretty pumped, mate. Now I'm going to make a little tenon on this because I prefer to turn bowls with tenons. Oh, that's hard stuff. Righto. So Damo calls that man glitter, and I can see why now. I'm going to take a little bit more down actually. Righto. Now I'm not going to bother using the skew because I reckon the skew to form the tenon is going to make a heap of tear out there, so I'm just going to get 45 degree bevel, the GL5, line that up and push it on the angle. Now I'm going to come across. I can feel how hard this is. That is hard stuff, hey? Yep. So yeah, it just tore that little bit off there. That is a small tenon for something really hard, so I'm a little bit worried, but we'll see how we go when we get there. I think we're just going to have to do lighter cuts. We're all right. Holy dooly. Try a little GL5 along there. There we go. There we go. See what a push cut can do along here. Coming off the edge, I know I'm going to probably get a little bit of tear out, so I might just save that and come back the other way. But come down a bit to where I can come back and capture it. A little bead wouldn't look too bad. Nah, let's get rid of it. Oh, that is hard. Hard material. Damo, you were right. And we have torn that bit off there. That little end piece of maple has come off. I had a feeling, I felt a little flick, but I am going to get that. I'm going to cut it back to the blue, the blue line. I might even just pull that around. Jeez, it's hard. See what that did? And I must have, ooh, that might have cleaned that up. Yep, dirty, righto. Let's sand this, but I need, what was that? All these colours are just making me excited, you know what I mean? So it's very cool, but something else that's very cool, watch this. Oh yeah. So now that's all done there. I'm just going to use the Triple E first. That'll bring up a nice fine finish. Hopefully that little chipped piece that came out on the tenon as I was sanding doesn't muck us up when we go to mount it in the truck. That down there. Now, I'm going to use the glow, but we need to buff that off first. Oh, have a look at that already, you know, and we haven't even put the finish on it yet. Firm shake of the glow. This stuff's magic. Watch this. It's like a piano finish, this stuff, with all the shellac in it. Bit more speed. And for those that are watching, because I'm using this chuck all the time and I'm constantly spinning in reverse and forward and back all the time, when I'm turning all these little bowls, I've put the little locking collar on that comes with this lathe, the Vicmark VL240. And that locking collar prevents the chuck from coming off when it's spinning in reverse. Let's have a look at that. That is going to be magic. Watch this. Ping. Look at that. That is beautiful. And that's melted in there now. No need to worry about putting more coats on. You can if you want, but there's no need. That is just beautiful. Have a look how chunky like that glue and all those skateboards look. And then you flip it and then it goes to that. Night and day, isn't it? Unreal. Get this guy off. Put this guy on. Hopefully we didn't take too much off when we did that. Made that little blue. Oh, maybe a little bit, hey? That little tiny flex, see it still moves in the chuck. But not to worry. Kezza has a solution for that. I'm just gonna make it thicker down the base there, have it sort of semi-closed nearly, or just until, and then I hold that cloth tight across the tenon, slip those jaws open just slightly, push so it's seated in there, and then I ream it on there nice and tight, and that won't move anymore, and that is still running true. Let's get him sorted on the front. I reckon I'm going to switch to a 16mm gouge, sharpened to 45 degrees, and just clean this up now. Watch this come alive, watch this. Oh yeah. One swoop, and we can see what we're going to be looking at on that side. That's real pretty, eh? Like playing a guitar. That's cool. I am going to do something for 2 seconds. Hold on. Just going to trim this stuff up the back here. Because I can see. I'm just going to clean that up just a bit. They belong back up there, next to Woodcut Tools and Glenn Lucas's postcard. Very cool. Righto. Now, moment of truth is how hard this is going to be to hollow out. It's going to drop my shoulder down so you can see over the top. Now, I've got to be real careful when I'm doing this, because if I take a big heavy cut, I could pop this off that tenon. That tenon could just snap. Oop. Thought enough of that, Kez. I'm just going to pause there. GL5, move this slightly closer. Lathe speed down a touch. Just going to really just run a little clean cut across the front there. Let's do that again. Right. Whoa, that's loud in my ears, hey. You don't want to go too thin, do you? Hey? You don't like it. Why don't you like it? Let's have a look. Oh, how cool is that? A little bit of a tear out there. Let's get rid of it, that's all right. Let's go a little 12 mil. I'm going to raise that up, bring it in. I'm getting a little bit of vibration on that outside, so I'm just going to lightly touch that back there. Put my thumb behind this so it doesn't skate. And it does not like that down there. Let's have a look at her. Check that thickness. A little bit of chatter there on the outside, which I'll sort out in just a sec. And to be precise, I'll just give you a little precise measurement there. So we're about, what's that, 8 mil on that side going down, which I'd like it to be thinner. I really would. So let's give it a go. I'm going to turn that speed down. Oh! For a veneered piece, super stoked. Let's dust collection on. Put these on first. And for this bit here now, I've got a 2-inch sanding bit. Back to the Triple E now, and that sanding just, you might have seen me, I stopped in that one spot, and because I saw a little bit of, there's like a tiny bit of torn grain in that bottom section, and usually where it's on one side, I always find it in the opposing side. So say 12 o'clock, I always find it in the 6 o'clock position. So if you've got torn grain somewhere, it'll normally be in the opposite side, where it was. So I turn it around the other side and just hit it with the 120, and then hit it with the 180, and then made a few more passes with that 240 to really make sure I cleaned that up. Back to the glow again. I always place it, I made a full video about this, place it just where your fingers are, or just behind where your fingers. Grab that cloth like a pincher method, and then keep your fingers in the same spot. Oh, I can see it singing already, look at that. In my opinion, my humble opinion, it was hard. It was definitely hard. And what I think made it harder, as in the grain, was the actual glue. Because that's what takes the edge off your tools. And for anyone out there that thinks they've got a harder bit of timber, contact me on your email or via my email, and we will arrange something. You can send it to me and I'll turn it. But that there is beautiful. A pretty little bowl. How nice is that? All shiny. I'll just give it another little buff later on, but that is stunning. Those colours are really cool. Maple and skateboard. My first skateboard bowl turned with traditional tools, not turning with carbide. I'm really, really chuffed with that. And thank you so much, Damien, for supplying this beautiful little bowl. I'll put your details down below for anyone that wants to find him on Instagram. He is here on YouTube as well. Damien at Little Warrior Shields. But cheers, mate. That is a stunner. Thank you all so much for watching. I will talk to you all directly. Cheers.